Right, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well, keeping safe out there in the world at this current time. And doing these videos is sort of a sad thing because you're giving attention to somebody who clearly doesn't deserve it, and I don't really want to give this guy any attention at all. But when things like this happen, you've got to address it. So today, once again, we'll be talking about Andrew proving demons. Yes, I know, and I'm sorry, but I'm sure after this video, at some point, I think we will see the end of Proving Demons, because after what he's done just now, I wouldn't be surprised after Beardo's gone with his proceedings that YouTube look at his channel and he's removed from the platform. And if that's the case, nobody's going to shed a tear at all. Now, if you remember the video I did that went over Beardo exposing him for lying on his live stream to all the subs that he's got and everybody else that was watching that day, then after that, some new information has arisen. Now, prior to the live stream, and I didn't know this till I watched Beardo's video a little while ago, Andrew, admitted himself that he wanted to contact several people that apparently had been affected by Beardo's actions online towards their videos, and he claimed this as bullying, toxicity, harassment, all the crap. And he even pulled the mental health card and everything else out the bag. There wasn't anything that he didn't claim. Beardo calls to everybody when he mentioned all this. Now, he wanted approval from these other content creators to give their thoughts, and if they didn't want to speak, he was going to speak on behalf of them. Now, what he did was, he took everything that these content creators that he'd been in contact with had said to him on the phone and twisted it into his own narrative to use as ammunition to try and discredit Beardo professionally and publicly and personally. So, and he failed in that miserably. Beardo had all the information that he put on screen. He had everything there, all the evidence that he brought up, which is a counter argument to everything that Proving Demons was saying in that stream. So it just made Andrew look completely, utterly stupid, and he publicly embarrassed himself by doing that stream that night, because he personally said that he didn't need proof and it wasn't required. But if you're going to have a legitimate argument or grievance with somebody and you're going to make these claims, you need the evidence to back it up, like Beardo had that night, to counter the statements you were making during that live stream when you blatantly lied to all your subs. Now, outside of that, we then have Ghost Club Paranormal. Now, Andrew brought up in that stream that one of the ladies, I can't remember her name, but out of respect, if I did remember her name, I probably wouldn't mention it anyway, but it's most likely to be in one of Beardo's other videos, so you'll probably hear it in there. But as I said, if I did know it, I probably wouldn't mention it just out of respect. She might not be a good person, and I think she was a bit out of order to Beardo at one time, but I think they've sorted all that out. But out of respect for her, I probably wouldn't have said her name. But as I said, you can see it in Beardo's other videos. Now, Andrew made out that she had suffered heart issues, anxiety, and everything else at the mere mention of Beardo's name. Now, it's now come to light that she's spoken to Beardo and said that that was something that she never said. She has suffered, unfortunately, with heart conditions all her life. So she's been constantly in and out of hospital having treatment because her heart issues are not good. So Beardo now knows the truth, and this just goes to show that this is another lie twisted into his narrative to make a personal, professional and public attack on Beardo, which he, I said again, failed miserably at doing. Now, not only did we have that live stream, he's now doxed Beardo. And if you don't know what doxing is, just let me show you on the screen here what it actually means. The word doxing, also spelled with a double X, is derived from the term dropping docs or documents. Doxing is a form of cyberbullying that uses sensitive or secret information, statements or records for the harassment, exposure, financial harm or other exploitation of targeted individuals. Okay, so there you go. So Andrew, you've committed a crime there. Any leaking of any personal details of any sort is punishable as it's a cyberbullying crime. That doesn't just mean leaking details. Cyberbullying is also what you've been doing online as well, by shouting and swearing and everything that you've been doing on your live stream and through your Instagram lives. That is cyberbullying. And also, another example is if you were to go online and you were constantly harassing somebody through messaging, that is cyberbullying. And that could result in somebody unaliving themselves as they feel so down, and their self-esteem is so low that, they decide the only thing to do is to end their existence, as you can word it on YouTube. So there are certain words you can't use. That is cyberbullying. So you can take all of those, which is everything that you've done, and that is cyberbullying. So that's the first crime. Second, you have taken a photo without permission and you have made a horrendous, outrageous, false sexual allegation against Beardo in regards to a message you sent in that photo. So that is a crime as well. You've done so many things wrong at the moment, Andrew, that you are going to have the full force of the law coming down on you. You just don't know what you are in for, You've just gone too far. Instead of saying, that's it, Beardo, I apologise, I did a live stream where I was talking and you had all the evidence to back it up. You've gone on now and you've done this, along with all the other stuff that you've done in the past in your videos. It's not making you look good. It is not making you look good, and there is no way back for you now. No way back. Did you not think about what you were doing before you went and did this? Did you not think this might have severe consequences? I mean, I don't know if you were under the influence of drink or some other substance or something's happened to make you act like this, but you don't realise now how much trouble you have got yourself in, and you've only got yourself to blame. You can't blame anybody else because you were the one who initiated this. You could have said to yourself, that's it, I've done the live, and then you would have seen what Beardo would have done in reaction to it later on in the form of probably a video or something, and thought, well, that was stupid because there's all the evidence. And with what I was saying on the live, I said I didn't need evidence to back it up, and I clearly did. You've now committed a cyberbullying crime in many ways by doxing Beardo, by naming people in his community, calling them names and doing everything you claimed Beardo's done against you, which he never did. You've done exactly everything that you're blaming Beardo for. You've taken a photo without permission. You've made slanderous, false sexual allegations against Beardo too. And you've also committed a crime by inciting hate via a social media website or platform, by trying to get all the content creators to get together and all attack Beardo. So you can add that to another crime as well. The things you've done in your videos are just horrendous, and you shouldn't even be on the platform. You know, if you're going to do things like rolling heads around on sticks inside a tomb, disrespecting the deceased, if you're going to do things like mutilating a mummified cat and making shocking remarks and things like that, if you're going to put a bone in a wall and conveniently come back later and pull it out of the wall and mislead everybody into believing that you've found that there, then make a false phone call to the police that takes away their time from somebody else who really needs it, you're a piece of shit, mate. An absolute piece of shit. The way that you've been lately, instead of leaving it at the live stream, you've gone this far now that you're not going to get out of the trouble that you're in, because Beardo's coming at you, and he's coming at you hard. And he said also that if anybody else did the same thing or anywhere near, they will all suffer the same consequence. So don't go attacking Beardo. Don't go doing anything like that. It's not worth the hassle. If he criticises your channel, he doesn't mind if you leave him a message or something and have a constructive reason as to your argument against something he said about you in your video. That's fine. But if you're going to go to any lengths like Proving Demons have done or anything like this, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to suffer the same thing as Proving Demons has suffered now. And I think we are now going to see the end of Proving Demons. Once this legal proceedings from Beardo have come to Proving Demons and Andrew, and hopefully YouTube take a look at the content and the sick things that he's done on his channel before as well, I'm hoping that he gets shut down. And as I said before, if he does, nobody's going to shed a tear and say, "We miss you, Andrew, we want you back." We're not bothered. We're not bothered at all. You know, there's plenty of room now if we get rid of most of these channels like yours and the fakers like Smug Puppy, Leighton, Really Haunted Lee, and all the others out there, the scammers, all that lot. We've got a free platform to bring all of the real paranormal teams forward. Get them noticed. They can become bigger and better than these irrelevant channels before them. Then we can start looking forward to looking at some good things to watch rather than this trash, fake channels, scammers and everything else that we've got already, unfortunately, flooding YouTube, and there's far too much of it. This is why we need the debunkers. People say the debunkers are bad, they're toxic, they're bullies, they harass people, they criticise the videos, they fat shame people, they do this, they do that. There's an endless list of what people say these debunkers do. And they don't do that. You need to sit back and take a proper look at what the debunkers actually do before you make negative criticisms about them. If we didn't have them, this platform would be full of the fakers, the scammers and everything. And this is what we don't want. We don't want all that. We don't want this YouTube community to be full of them, who send people over to invade people's live streams and invade people's communities and start leaving hateful and negative and disgusting comments and things when they're prompted by the channel owners because their feelings have been hurt because they've been caught faking. And that's your fault. That's no one else's. And the debunkers are there to look at this and point it all out. If you can't take it, and you don't like it, your feelings have been hurt, and you feel upset and everything, maybe you should just quit YouTube completely and just not do it anymore. If it's going to get that bad for you, then give it up. Your life might be a lot better. Find something else to do. Also with Beardo, he does some really good things as well. He's got No One Alone at Christmas. Now, what he does there is, takes an hour out of his day at Christmas time, and he's there for the people that have messaged him before that said, "We haven't got any family, we haven't got anything left, we're on our own." So he takes an hour out of his day, Christmas time, to give those people a live so they've got people to talk to. Beardo's there, people are in the chat as well, so they can interact with them. When that hour expires, then Beardo passes to another person, they take an hour, and it goes forward through certain hours of the day. Now, is that toxic? Is that harassing? Is that nasty? Is that harmful? Hurtful? You know, is that negative? Is that, you know, is that everything that you claim debunkers to be? No. That is a good thing for people at Christmas, but other people still have an issue with that. When you get these other ones coming in saying, well, what about the people that don't celebrate it? Well, it doesn't matter to them, does it? This is particularly for the people that don't have family and are sitting on their own at home, lonely. This gives them a way of reaching out and talking to people and, you know, getting that communication that they don't have when they are at home in normal life. So you got to think about the things that debunkers do and then think, is it worth me calling them negative, hurtful, toxic, harassing, disgusting, this, that, the other? Take a sit back, have a look at everything first before you come in with your negative criticisms. Anyway, that's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, help support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't go over to the Proving Demons channel and do exactly what he's been doing with everybody and leave hate and nasty comments and everything else. We're better than that. Leave him alone. Don't give him any attention. He doesn't deserve any attention. Don't go over there being nasty to people, and just be good, be better than them. So, Beardo, keep up the great work. The Shape, Mr. Grey, Mythos, Purple, Kenny Biddle, and all the others, keep up the great work too. Without you, this platform would be far worse off. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.